Smokehouse barbecue. I got my birthday present my stepson got for me, a kettle performer, and I'm gonna do a little unboxing of it, so y'all stay tuned. Me and the dogs. I got two of them gonna help me. That one's not gonna be much help. Godric, you gonna be any help? No, he won't be. Okay, that looks good. So this is it. It came UPS to the front door. It's actually fairly heavy. I don't know. It feels like it weighs about 50 pounds at least. Could be 50 pounds worth of rocks, but hope not. Hope I didn't just scratch it. Like the tip of my knife. Excuse that, French kids. Nope, that was the rack on the bottom. So we're good to go. You know what I think I might do? I think I might go get a set of headphones, so that way y'all can hear me scream about this. You know, I'm having to do this inside because here in Dallas, the freaking mosquitoes have really increased their population over these last rains, and they're just terrible outside, and I really don't want to take a bath in insecticide just to go outside, because they are terrible outside. This looks like the legs for it. Not cheap, they're fairly I feel like they're made out of steel, and they're probably powder coated. There she is. Ooh, look at that baby. It's like part of the table. Yeah, got to be unfolded some way. Pull this stuff apart. It'll be nice to have a cameraman, but stepson isn't here, which hopefully he'll be in some of the other videos. He kind of got a kick out of it when we did some briskets. So this looks like the part that's connected to the grill that the shelf bolts to. Okay, I'll just stick that right there. More packing material. Oops. Packing material. Beautiful. Ooh, there's the lid. That's going to cover up a lot of meat. Can't wait to use it. Oh yeah. There's the grate. One thing I liked about it, it had this removable center on it, plus the hinge doors. And this grate appears to be thicker than the standard kettle you can get for $99. More packing material. That must be the charcoal. That's the charcoal grate. Part of the frame. This goes on the bottom of the legs, and then that wire fits in this section here. And you might ask, how does he know that? Well, I already went through the, that's just wheels. I went through kind of like an online assembly PDF, but it was just basically pictures. Not sharp enough to stick in that, huh? Good thing I took the kettle out. 2 wheels. Locking wheels. These are the kind of like the trim pieces that go on this back side of these 2 plastic pieces. It's what the bolts go through. It kind of finishes off the edges. Okay. Gotta get down on my hands and knees for this. Okay. This is the shelf itself. Looks like about 22 gauge or so. Axle for the wheels. No. That looks like the axle. That's the hinge pin for the shelf. Okay. Charco. Great. And this is part of the enclosure for the it's a pretty heavy duty box. I could pack a lot of crap in there. As you can see, the hallway is actually full of boxes. We're in the process of fixing to move, so I might put this box to good use. I'm going to repurpose it, as they say. First, I'm going to repurpose it with all this trash. Wonder how many parts I have packed in there. When you're doing stuff like this, you just don't want to take this and go throw it out to the curb right away. You want to kind of keep it here while you're assembling it. You never know if something might have got stuck back in it, and there might be a little bag of bolts or something. Rather than go chase them out of the trash can. Okay. Remember, that goes to the bottom. That goes like that. And what we're going to need, so we're going to need a screw kit. Looks like there's a couple of them in here. Okay. That looks like stuff for the axles. These are plastic washers, which I think they probably go on the back of all of these bolts here, like that. Okay. I think these are identical on each side, so it doesn't matter. Wait a minute. It does matter. If you noticed, it's got a nut cert on one side. I can't think of offhand what that would be for. Let me think about it. I probably need to check the manual there. Looks like I need to. Cameraman's falling down on the job. No, that's it. I guess the hubcaps keep it pushed out. Kind of odd. Okay. Just make sure it's beat down on there okay. Milwaukee. It's my work knife. It's lasted the longest. I used to buy Kershaw's and they're about $40 and I kept breaking the tip of the blade off, and I saw these there. They're like $12.99, $13. I've had it for like 4 years and haven't broke it, and it's tough as nails. Got a button to release it and a lock in the middle to fold it back up. Can't beat it. Okay. Oops. Looks like it's time to put the this gizmo on. You know, I bet you those went to these. Those plastics. Keep it from scratching it. Sure enough. I'm going to take all of them out. Don't make this mistake, kids. Good practice, though. You know, sometimes life just ain't easy. I guess I should be looking at those instructions while I'm building it. I thought I could do it from memory. My memory ain't as good as it used to be. That's obvious. It's like a Chinese fire drill. Ridiculous. Only a big dummy would do this. We're going to follow those instructions. Okay. It's kind of dark over here on this side. It's like 10 o'clock at night, Friday night. It's like assembling stuff for Christmas. I never had kids, but they kind of same type feeling because I did have nephews. I helped a little with that while they lived here, and then they moved to Mexico. Okay, I think I already got that one. It should have 8 washers. 2. That's it. Okay. The wheels go on, and wheels go round and round. Okay. Now we got this. Well, I can't put this together outside because it's dark and there's mosquitoes out there, and I can't do it tomorrow because I'm going to a sailboat race first thing in the morning. I think I'll put these tight first, which will draw it that direction first, and then tighten this one down. So far, I'm really pleased with this. Seems like it's kind of beefy a little bit. Okay. Oh. Let these rubber things go. Opposite of the hinge. Yeah, I'm really impressed. This is pretty stout in my opinion. Okay, now there's a few screws that are going to be inside with bushings. Huh. Looks like this one's a little complicated. But I think we can handle it. You got to put a washer in between there. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to get off my butt, kids. And this washer goes on. Huh. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Second one inside? Maybe. Okay. That just don't seem right. It's on the outside. Okay. Okay. Okay, it looks like it's going to take. This don't seem right. I think that goes on the inside. Okay. A little tricky getting all this together at one time, but you can do it. Okay. A ring like I use on the sailboat. It's called a split ring, but I don't know what they call it. That's what those rubber stoppers are for. Okay, that's on. Table's dinging around like it's nobody's business. Okay. I need a beer. That's what it's for right there. But ran into a little problem. This washer was sitting on the ground. That goes behind this side here, between these two right here. So that damn rod has to be pulled back out. You know what they say? Nothing's easy in life. Holds down nicely. Holds beer nicely. Okay. Adjuster for the lower ventilation and the ash catcher fan. Pretty big. Okay. Let's see how this goes on. It snaps on. Catcher goes at one of the handles, but not the one with the leg next to the handle right there. This one here is going to be towards the handle, so the ash handle is going to be at the other side. So I guess that's the only thing you have to watch for. Huh. hell's that? Oh. Camera light went dead. Or it been used too long. Let's see what happened. We have another washer over here. Did that sucker fall out again? I think we have gremlins. That one's in there. Ain't no way that one fell out again. What? I believe that one fell out a second time. Okay, one problem at a time. We need to divide and conquer. This will be take 3 for this. Man. You know what they say? If it was easy, everybody would do it. What are the odds of it falling out again? Let's look around. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Man, I'm getting pretty good at putting this snap ring on over and over and over again. Okay, y'all didn't miss very much. The battery went dead, and I put the shelf on 5 more times. No, it only 3 damn times. So, the only thing I think y'all missed is this snapped on to around the legs, and then I realized the camera wasn't on. Cheers to you. Okay. Now it looks like this bolts down. And that points outward, it looks like. It's got a hole right there. Oh. That points outward, the square hole, because part of the rack that actually I hope that isn't very sensitive. That microphone's real sensitive. Y'all would have just heard me fart. I think my head's cut off on this. But you know what? You're not here to see my head. You're here to watch me assemble a Weber Performer. At least 5 or 6 times, because that's how many times it's going to take me. The object is not to have too many extra screws left over. And I can tell you right now, we're going to have something left over because it appears you get an extra push-on nut for the axle for the wheels. And these are metal, so they're subject to rust. Okay. Next. Ooh, looks complicated again. Whoops. Another bag of bolts. this jobber. Looks pretty cut and dry. Although this goes on like that. See how that is? Or like that. I think it goes like that. Shows it going like that. So y'all got that? I think we'll slide that on later. Let's put this bolt on there. Which way does the screw go? Insies or outsies? It's showing it going from the outside in. Just a washer and a nut. And then these go on there with the bigger end to the outside. So we'll fish that through there. Another washer and a nut. Another washer and a nut. I doubt I have a nut driver in this kit. It's a 5/16, but that ain't no 5/16. I have to go out in the garage, and I'm going to make sure that this is correct before I tighten it up. Perfect. Probably should use something a little beefier than this, but might have to. Those are strong. This is a little palm twister. That ain't gonna touch it. Those are pretty stiff lock nuts. Okay, now I bet this is supposed to go on here too, somehow. Just like that, like a glove. These are them cheapo press-on nuts. I guess you want Weber facing the like that, because you're going to have the thermometer towards you most of the time. Too bad I'm going to be at the lake all weekend. I'd sure like to break this in, but we're having Margaritaville tomorrow. Burgers and fries on the dock. Hey. That's on there. Nice and shiny, just like new. What do y'all think? Actually, this griddle is pretty heavy. Screws are kind of in the way. It's all nice and shiny. I hate getting charcoal dust all over it. I'm gonna have to make me a lifter for this. It's beautiful. Now we need the lid. Nice. The Weber Performer, the gourmet barbecue system. You can get all these accessories for it. It's like a vegetable tray, pizza dish, flat top. It's got a little rim on the side of that one. A griddle, I guess for eggs or something. I guess that's like a steamer too. So it's got all these accessories you can get for it. I'm excited. I've been wanting the Weber kettle for a long time. Look at that. I can imagine myself flipping some burgers on this. Fold the table up. That's nice. Now I have to get me a cover. I got to send a picture to my stepson. Show him I've got it built. Kenny here. I hope y'all enjoyed this. This is Smokehouse barbecue. We're going to be doing a little smoking on that, a little barbecuing, a little bit of everything. So give me a thumbs up, hit that bell, and when I got new videos coming out, they'll come out. That's the way it is.